Hello and welcome back to Torment, Tides of Numenera. Reed needs our help, and also Pinzin thinks this tormented levy is following him for days, so we just gotta investigate that. Not only that, we're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on in Cliff's Edge, because we're also looking for some creature. And I don't know. Slavers are still after Rin. And problem is, my party is full right now. We can only have 4 companions, and that just breaks my heart because I just want to take everybody. So I don't know who to get rid of. Tibir? I'm sorry for now.
Thanks for taking me on, lad. Always good to have a friend watching your back, huh?
Yeah.
Now, what can I do for you?
I like you. You know, I like everybody here, but I fully intend to just switch around the companions. I think it's best we part ways, just for now. For now. Parting ways? I'm sorry to hear that. It's been a pleasure. If you need of me again, I'll be at Caravanserai, looking for a way out of this vertical slum. Oh. Sorry, I mean like she's getting chased by slavers. Oh, it's you. What brings you back here? It's not safe here. You should come with me. That much is certain. She looks at the tiny nook she was hiding in, then back at you. Where are you going? I don't know. Maybe you'll be safer with me than you'll be here. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. Tomagur asked me to bring you back to her. Wow, that's cold. I just say, we gotta find you a new home, then bring her back to the slavers. Maybe we can find you a doctor. Maybe we can find you a new home. Can I just say that? Wow, wait a second. Maybe we can find you a new home. Let's say that. Rin frowns at that, though she seems to consider your offer. But what about those thugs? What if somebody else comes after me or after you? I'm not a fighter. I can help you. So possibly she's not a full follower. She's just someone you gotta escort. It's dangerous whether you stay here alone or come with me. At least with me, you can learn to take care of yourself. I like that. Don't worry about that. I'll keep you out of trouble. I don't like that as much. You're right. I can afford to take someone who can defend themselves. Never mind. Let's go with the first one. It's dangerous whether you stay here or alone or come with me. At least with me, you can learn to take care of yourself. I guess so. She sets her jaw, then nods. Alright. She sets her... Huh? Okay. Alright, I'll do it. Okay. She's coming with us. Hey, welcome to the team! Rain, what you can do? Oh, you know that? No. Oh, she's not. Oh, she has 13 health. God of hiding. Really good at hiding, but other than that, she's useless. Can you... Oh, she's a good thief? She's good at running. We're gonna use you as a thief. We're gonna teach you the ways of the street. Anyway, Tormented Levy, what the hell is up with you? The face of this armored man is oddly generic, almost as if it was designed to be forgettable. His livery marks him as a soldier in the service of Sagus Cliff's levy. The word comes easily to your mind. He stares past you, turning a small, charred object over and over in his hands, whispering to himself. His overlarge eyes are red, wet, and haunted. He appears to be looking for someone, having spoken to Finzin, you can imagine who. The aura of shame around him is so powerful that you can practically taste it. Finzin sent me to find out why are you following him. Yes, he says, the despair melting away. In that moment he looks like a child, with a child desperate hope. He knows too, doesn't he? He sees what he did, what we did. Tears leak from his eyes, trailing down into his mouth, and as he continues. When the machine ripped a year from him to make me, I felt the choices unraveling before me. He hugs himself. I see them coming. None of it can be changed.
Making a note.
Tell him this, for me. The Gillam Manor job did happen. Servant caught him, called the levies, they chased him, and he set a fire. His eyes squeezed shut. The fire spread through the neighborhood. People were trapped. People screamed. His hand clutches over the charred toy bird in his palms with a soft crutch. Please tell him I'm with him in the dark, hiding from the mobs, sobbing. Tell him to give me a different year, a better one. Oh, a year worth of memories, right? Not a year from your life. What kind of year do you want from Finzen? A year without the blackened door, he says earnestly, without the hand tangled in the grate, weeping in the dark places. Silent tears stream down his face. He doesn't seem to be aware of them. Veils rising from the glowing ashes. My arms bound with ragged rope. Every time I'm there, in those last minutes, I try to apologize, but my mouth. Your fingertips brush at his lips. My mouth is full of dirt and blood. What kind of year do you want from Finzen again? Let me ask you about something else. What are you doing? What are you holding there? He says, then grimaces as though his words hurt him. I'm holding my shame. His hands unfold one bloody, soot-covered finger at a time. Crudely made wooden bird lies there, painted in pinks and pale blues, and charred around the edges. The bird represents your shame? Represents? No. This is my shame, and I'm holding it. He swallows. I can't put it down. What does the wooden bird you're holding... Oh. I mean, like, I thought it was more... Okay, fine, very well. So, he wants a different year from Finzen's life. I don't know. If I were Finzen, I would just say no. I'm like, that sounds like a year worth forgetting. Did you find out anything? He asked, eyes darting around you to check on the distant levy. I've spoken to the levy. He mentioned something about the Gillam Manor job. He what? Finzen says, going pale. Keep your voice down. You tell anyone else about this? No, good. He lowers his voice. I have to be unspecific about this, understand? Before I became a citizen, I wasn't a nice person. I took things for money, and just a few weeks ago, certain people told me they wanted me to rob Gillam Manor. He grimaces, rubbing his neck. I wasn't going to do it, but then I became a citizen. Gave up a year of my life to create the levy. That levy. Something changed, he says, frowning. All of a sudden, I couldn't get the dangers out of my head. How thick the levy patrols were, like how the captain herself was looking into it. Oh, one of my older adventures. He plays with the apron strings hanging from his pocket. So I cancelled the job and started working at my aunt's bakery. Never did the Gillam job, and that's the truth. The levy is seeing what would have happened if you did the job. He wants another year from you.
Making a note.
Oh, I get it, he says, rolling his eyes. It's a shakedown. Give me a year or I tell them what you did. Well, I ain't done anything. I had never killed anyone, and I don't owe him nothing. I can't keep handing out years like they're free. You make a valid point, though. I mean, like, I don't know. Is that levy a person? Based on what he said, sounds like becoming citizen save your life. I mean, like... No, I can't. You make a valid point. Yeah, he says, nodding at you. Maybe it ain't fair, but ain't wrong either.
I'll remember that.
He groans. I go up to the government square and tell them the captain of levies what he's up to, if I had any way of explaining it. Hey, your levy is following me around. I think it's because he's haunted by my criminal past. What good would telling the captain of levies do? Levies ain't supposed to follow their citizens around. They ain't supposed to get all VP either. Telling the captain would take care of the problem for sure. I ain't about to try it myself. Shrugs. You wanna try talking to her? She's in the government square. I'll see what I can do. I'll wait here.
I am the very soul of action.
So, can we just convince this levy to bugger off? Oh, we need to go to the government.
Sure.
Government district and talk with the captain of the guard. This dilapidated structure has been converted into a cheap boarding house. Inside, people sprawl on filthy mattresses in a dimly lit room. Can I go there? I need some cheap accommodation.
All right.
Loss of self. What is this place? It's amazing. This young woman clutches herself and grows low and continuously under her breath. Pearly white light shines from a vial on her wrist, and her eyes are red rimmed as if she's been crying. You've never seen her before, and yet your hands are sweating and your breath catches in your inherited chest. Shame burns your throat. Hot and sour, your body recognizes her even if you do not. This isn't you. Only I am real. You don't need to fight me. I can't. Okay, continue. Some reason didn't work with the space. Leave me alone, she mutters, and it's a moment before you realize she's not talking to you. You took my place, stole my family, whispers at me my own voice. Isn't that good enough? Isn't that... She breaks up when she sees you. She's in my head. She won't shut up. Talk loud. Talk over her so I can hear you. You hear a woman in your head? Yes, she says, biting the word like an enemy's throat. Now, stop talking about her. It brings her forward, and she clings. She whines and she won't stop, so please, stop talking about her. I'm sorry, but I want to hear about the woman in your head. I'm not some woman, I am you. Please let me in. So that's what she's thinking. No, every time I think about her, she inches closer to me, pulls on my arm. Stop asking about her, please. Closer, you want me in, why fight me? This is odd. What is that shining object you're holding? She flinches, but reveals the vial strapped to her wrist. It glows with an inner light, and tiny ripples within seem to cast moving shadows on her palm. I woke up one night in a building I've never seen before, she says, soft and low. I found this beneath a pile of blackened scales. If you shake it, it makes a picture. Watch. She jiggles the vial and holds up her other hand. Indistinct shadows mimic the motion on her palm. That could be bad for you, actually. Why are you holding on to it? Because I feel like it was mine. He blurts, then grimaces as if the words escaped without her permission. At any rate, it's mine now. I don't need more of a reason than that. It's mine. I don't need more of a reason than that. Wow. Even her inner self says that. Why is that file so important to you again? Oh, no. That's a dangerous weapon. You should give it to me. Wow, that's gotta be a hard deception roll. Okay, let's do it. We had to 4 chance. Her fingers tighten over the vial and loosen. Alright, she says, looking desperately unhappy. Still, she seems somewhat relieved when she hands it over. Star's kiss. Offhand artifact. Okay. I'm sorry, but I want to hear about the woman in your head. She grows under her breath, but does not respond. I'm sorry, but I want to hear about that woman. Fighting only hurts you. Let it go. Can we just... No, it doesn't work. Can we just make something with this thingy you gave us? Can we give it back? By doing something with it? Okay, it doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, that's something I could do.
Is it? What is this? These 3 triangles float serenely above a scaffold stone basin. You can't help noticing that the citizens of Stichus are giving this monument a wide berth. The largest triangle shines brightly, radiating a soothing warmth. The middle, darker one hovers above it, turned slightly away from the first with what strikes you as disdain. The third is small, dryly amused, and so deeply indigo as to nearly black. It is removed from the first 2 triangles. You hesitate. You were sensing emotions from these objects, intent. Something is strange here. Crouch to look at the stone basin. The stone is cracked in places, but far newer than the ancient shapes that float above you. You suspect that the citizens of Stichus added the basin to make the triangles look less out of place. Let's touch the smallest one. The tiny object spins slightly faster than the others. The more you stare at it, the more you sense a growing presence in the air, the icy regard of distant eyes. Study the medium-sized triangle. By the way, you blink, swaying in the half second before you open your eyes. You hear the thunderous crack of wood on wood and the rumble of distant voices. You snatch your hand from the triangle. Study the medium-sized triangle. Staring at this triangle is disorienting. The longer you stare at it, the more you feel a tight, coiling sensation in your own head. Standing on your toes and stretching, you manage to brush the triangle's icy face with your finger. The air thickens like a weight over you, and you struggle to keep your eyes open. Between the thumping of your heartbeat, you hear thousands of purposeful, rhythmic footsteps treading endless stairs toward the peak of vast, echoing room. Touch the largest triangle. You reach out, and time slows. Your hand drifts past individual motes of light dapple dust, moving into the warm glow of the large triangle. Calm warmth bleeds up your arm when you cast the edge of the triangle. It's somehow rigid and flexible at the same time. You blink and a strip of light unveils ahead of you like a path through infinite, murmuring dark. Behind you is a ever-shifting zoetrope of linked, motionless yoes. It is your past. You realize every second of it, every choice powering out of you and trailing away into the black. You open your eyes. You're back at the stone ring. still touching the triangle. All three of them are watching. You blink again. A strip of light surround the surrounding darkness, and in the valley between the slow pulsing of your heart, you hear the murmurs of countless witnesses, the raised voices of your past and future companions, the heated condemnations of enemies you haven't met yet, and above all, trio voices, one warm, one cold, and one dryly analytical. They are speaking a verdict, but you can hear them over the din. Shout for silence so you can hear the judges. Shout out the visions. Okay. Shout for silence so you can hear the judges. You bellow into the dark, clenching your fist, and the crowd instantly falls silent. So do the judges. In the echoing silence that follows, you realize that you are alone. You are always there. You stride on. The path unravels before you, your every step. Your past unspools behind you. Stay on the path to see where it leads. You follow the road. Casually, you look at the right, and the path at your feet flickers, as if anticipating your new direction. Clearly, your choices define this road's curse, and not the other way around. You open your eyes. 3 triangles hang in the air, exactly as they did before, unmoving and silent. The vision is gone, and yet you can still feel the choices you've made, curving away behind you like a string of jewels. You straighten, moving into the future, breath by breath. Suddenly notice a message carved into the stone ring beneath the triangles. Judge yourself. As you watch, it slowly fades away. Okay, step away from the monument. Interesting. Wow. So that caravanserai.
Here comes the boredom slayer.
All right. Heritus. Hawker. Sell your stolen goods here. Can we talk with him? I know that. Look, wondering why the levies aren't all over me? Trade secret, plodder. What is that? The purpose of this protrusion eludes you, but the fact that there is one of them lined up with each outlet pipe emerging from the cliff wall can be coincidence? Okay. So, looks like there's another way to go to the underbelly. And we can't go there. And we couldn't have the girl who lost itself. Memo Vera Goon, so it looks like some tugs over here. Don't mind my scalding friend here. Doesn't trust strangers
You
much.
think that's best?
Madalena glittering? Hell! Hello, friend. Smiling dark-haired woman greets you. Standing behind a table of trinkets, your eyes are drawn to the 3 small rodents that lazily orbit her head in 3 floating balls. They take turns hovering just out of reach of the small mechanical, half-organic cat perched on the woman's shoulder. Wow. The smile disappears from her face as a small tremor runs through the ground beneath your feet. That's the 7th time today. She glances nervously at the remnants of the structure next door. When that one fell, I heard them screaming, shrieking like wind was tearing at their bones. Natural lore. You feel the walls of her home shudder beneath your feet, and the roof settles at an angle slightly more canted than it was before. Should I abandon my home before it abandons me, I wonder? Yes. Yes, you should do that. She was not asking, but she should do that. She idly turns a couple of curiosities on her table so the light catches on the various planes and materials. Then the smile returns to her face. Come, tell me, which of my treasures speaks to you? How much for one of those rodent globes? You mean Bay, Boo, and Bow? He raises a hand and unconsciously pets one of the globes as it swings past her right ear. The tiny creature inside squeaks and scampers in a tight circle before the globe drifts out of sight. Enough for sale, my friend. I hope you're not too disappointed. We already know about the albino woman. Oh no, that's the. Have you seen an albino woman around here? She raises both eyebrows, regarding you silently for a moment. A woman with a skin like alabaster? Yes, she was here, looking for help I could not give. Her own treasure was what she wished fixed. I declined. She did not take it kindly, and I haven't heard from her again. Now let me see what you have for sale. Okay, so you have some stuff that I can afford, like always. But we need to get more. Chance to
I am the
even
very
have a
soul
chance.
of action.
What is this? This facade is all that remains of a house. The rest has collapsed into the sea, hundreds of meters below.
If you're sure it's safe.
I'm definitely sure that it's not. A month-old layer of dust cakes this sign which reads, Skora the Wise, Scholar of the Iron Wind.
Go.
What is this place? Fifth Eye Tavern? Avina, Zeb, and Nim. Hey kids! Maybe you can play with this girl? The girl stands outside a crumbling old house playing the flute. She wears a simple dress and her golden hair falls past her shoulders. The melody she plays is gentle and soft, but it somehow carries to every corner of the street. As you approach, she stops playing and smiles up at you with large green eyes. Shins for a song, sir? No, thank you. Are you sure? It's just 8 shins for a sad song. And 12 for a happy one. Wow. A little entrepreneur. Why are sad songs cheaper than happy songs? Because there are more of them, sir. Can I ask you some questions? Alright. Is this your house? Who lives here? Zab Neiman and I live here, but it's their father's house. He's away. She looks back at the house. I wish he'd come back and fix it. I think it's going to fall down soon. The house is in a bad shape. He points to the cracks around the base of the walls. Those weren't here before, and they are getting wider. We don't go inside anymore except to wash or rest. Then we come right back out. Where did Zeb's father go? He might be just dead. He said that he was going to go work for someone named Memovira in the Bloom. He was going to be a guard. He purses her lips. He said he would come back every now and then, but he hasn't. I don't know what happened to him. Tell me about Zeb and them. They're my friends. They miss their dad a lot, but we still have fun. Zeb watches out for us, and I'm teaching them to play the flute. Tell me about yourself. I was from outside the city, but I've been here with Zeb and Naim since before their dad went away. So now I'm from here. Do you know who lived in that house next door? A lady named Skora. She was a nano sorceress, but a nice one. She let us look at all the things in her workshop. Well, almost everything. There was a room where she said she kept the Iron Wind. We weren't allowed in there. She frowns. I think maybe something bad happened to her. One day she wasn't there anymore and she didn't say very well. You said the woman named Skora used to live next door? He was a... Yeah. She was a nano sorceress or maybe a witch. I think she got in trouble. She went away one night and never came back. Okay. What do you know of the Iron Wind? Just that Cora thought it was dangerous. We never saw it though. He shrugs. Maybe she was just pretending that something bad in their room. I don't know. Okay, that's it. So maybe we can.
Happy to help.
Can we talk to the other kids? Did we talk to the other kids? Okay, let's look at this. Oh, really? Yes. Judging by the tiles, shingles and bricks that are piled here, these are the remains of a collapsed building, carefully pushed out of sight.
All right.
Stitches?
Here I go.
Whoa! That's why no one picked up all this money. Oh, really? Hey,
Doing
Stitches.
it now.
Oh. This is the creature we had to find. And just
Making a
find.
note.
But not talk to or kill. Partially hidden in the trash of the dump is a strange, frightened creature. It is covered in chitin like an insect, but its shell looks thin and soft, and its small and malformed claws seems half-grown. It stares at you from its hiding place and chitters incomprehensibly. Incomprehensibly. Can be understood. It exudes a sense of sentience as it watches you, but you sense nothing in its mind, as though it were a common animal. What are you? The creature makes vague motions with its claws and emits a series of clicks and wet guttural noises. Oddly, you smell dust and lightning. Some of the sounds are reminiscent of a human with digestive trouble, but you are fairly certain it's from some form of language. Are you the rogue stickers that everyone is looking for? Wow. Nice call, genius. No, it's just someone else. As you speak, you gesture in the direction of the square where you met Lord Wongen, and the stickers seems to understand. It shrinks back, raising its deformed claws as if to defend itself. It doesn't seem to seem like it would be much of a threat to anyone. It puffs a minuscule amount of vapor from the spinnacles on its head. How did you get here? It weaves its head and clicks its claws, then pauses as if waiting for a response. The odor of ozone and stale air surrounds you. When you make no reply in its language, it shakes its head vigorously and says, "Nothing more." Where are you from? Maybe there's a way to communicate with it. A series of gurgling sounds emerges from deep inside its belly, punctuated by a concussive grunt, followed by a scent of sparks struck from rocks and metal. It isn't clear whether the Stichus understood you or not. Something about the creature behavior is familiar, and you realize that you, or at least the changing god, have spoken to the beast before, not skillfully, but well enough to be understood. Try to remember the language of the Sticha. Damn. Okay, 3 out of 4 chance to do it. Damn! First fail. A murky memory comes to you. You and the Stickers standing over a small device. But what is the device? What is it doing? The memory slips away from you, spinning into the mists of amnesia. Tidal Surge requires trained tidal affinity skill. Unearth the buried knowledge of Stitcher language in your mind. Can you tell me anything about this place? Oh boy. I'm really bummed that it didn't work out.
Yes.
Should I just tell them that this Stickers is here? Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm making a note.
Hey kid. Scrawny boy in rags reaches out to you as you pass. Sir, please, sir. I know you saw the Stickers hiding in the midden. Please don't tell anyone about him, sir. He's not doing anyone any harm.
Making a note.
You saw his hands. They are like human hands. He can't dig like the others. It's not him that's bringing down the houses. What's Stichus? Wow, that makes sense. So, some animals are just burrowing and bringing down the houses. Wow. What's a Stichus? Everybody knows what Stichus are. They are diggers. They make tunnels under the ground. People around here think they are the reason the houses are falling down. He looks back toward the alley. Except this one can't dig. So the other ones kicked him out. At least I think that's what happened. Anyway, he's all alone like my sisters and I. So we want to help him. What is this Stichus to you? We found him, sir. My sister and I. And he was so pitiful. Near to starving. Near to dying. We've been feeding him old devices and power cells ever since. But we've got to get him out of here. The neighbors will find him soon, and that'll be the end of him. His family, every bit as much as Nim and Avina. You have a big heart, kid. You feed him power cells? Stickers eat electrical energy, and we can't find nearly enough. He's starving. People are looking for him. They say he's dangerous. But he's not, sir. I'm telling you, he can't dig. All he wants is to go somewhere safe. You don't know that. Do you have a plan to help him escape? No, sir. We can't just walk him down the street. But that fat little lord would see him. Not to mention the neighbors. And they'll kill him for sure. Maybe I can find a way to get him out of here. Would you, sir? That would be wonderful. If you can't find the other sticker, maybe they will help him escape. I heard that some of them are down in the underbelly, but I've never seen them myself. I'll try. Thank you, he smiles. I had a feeling I could trust you. Good fortune to you, sir. Well, don't jump on that kid. I don't know. Looks like there's something there, but we can't go there, obviously. Far below you... Oh, what is this? Far below you see a ledge jutting out from the cliff face. Collapsed tunnel appears to have been used once to access the strange objects cradled in the corner. I can't go there and get the stuff. Also, can't get these eggs. Proportionally speaking, the creature that laid these eggs must be truly formidable.
Alright, here I go.
Here you go. What is this? The continual rise and fall of the pistons on this device suggest a massive mechanical effort. Structural similarities with the pipes in the area hint at them being the part of the same machine.
Sure.
So, we found them, but we don't have to turn him, well, at least right now.
If you're sure it's safe.
Actually, I have an idea.
All right.
The only, well, it looks like Brian is not a true companion. So I possibly can't finish the game with Ren, you know. I probably need to find someone who's more useful. And I need to find him her a home, and the only people I know
On it.
that might just jump on that offer is the ones who already adopted this boy.
The boredom slayer.
Oh, here we come. Hey, Kalnor. At your return, Paya and Kalnor are tense, but do not look away from Jerem's adventures in the marketplace. Jerem told me about the door he went through to get here. What's going on? Had to pry, didn't you? Kalnor growls. Calm down, Cal, Paya says, putting her hand on his chest. Stranger, can we convince you to leave this alone? Please, for the sake of our family? If Jerem finds out, I'm terrified to think what will happen. I need the truth. No. I just wanna know what's going on here. I won't tell anyone. She bites her lip and searches your eyes. Kanor's hand slides over her shoulder to cup the back of her neck. Maybe you're true to your words. Maybe you're not. The more we argue, I hisses, the more likely Jerem will overhear. Her eyes shift to you, wary and sparing. Jerem got here through the House of Empty Time. Comes from Stichus, like us, only centuries in the past. That's why his speech is different. Why he remembers places that aren't here anymore. He jabs your chest with a callous finger. Keep this to yourself. We'll tell him ourselves when we find a kind way of letting a child know that everyone he knows and loves is long dead and dust. I kind of figured it out, but House of Empty Time, so that seems like a place I want to check out. I'll kick the skits out of him if he breaks my little boy's heart. I won't be the one to tell him, but you should soon. You're right, Paya says, and we will, I promise. Tell me more about the House of Empty Time. I don't know any more than we told. If he told you, he says, shrugging, find the housekeeper and ask her. Her name was, she trails off, forehead creased in thought. Alan Peary. Alan Peary, Connor says. Keeper of the House of Empty Time. You might find her in Government Square. Thank you, Cal. I couldn't hold on to the name. It was buried in the bag of shins. Paya says cheerfully, yeah. Anyway, the very moment we decided to adopt, she was knocking on our door. We were nervous, but you can't argue with the results. She beams past you at Jerem. So that's it. So you don't want the kid? So I suppose I have the option to tell them about Ren.
I
don't
am the
know.
very soul of action.
I definitely don't want to do that.
Here comes the boredom slayer.
Maybe it's gonna be a long adventure and Rin is gonna grow up to be a valuable member of our team. I would love that, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Also, we're gonna have a lot of dangerous adventures that are not suited for a kid.
I am the very soul of action.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna find an alternative way to solve this quest. Intoxicated woman. Can we talk with her? Hawker Tugs. So, looks like we kind of explored this whole place, except... So this leads to the Caravanserai. Looks like this is just the dead end of Fifth Eye Tavern, so we want to check that out for sure. Anyway, I believe this is a good time to take a break, so hope you guys had fun. Tell me if you did, and see you around guys, and have a good one.